it's been a growing online presence for a blog by one Cincinnati mom. Michelle Dorward-Jones started Hey Michelle more than a couple years ago. A lifelong Cincinnatian who's dialed into the Tri-State's food, art, and culture scene, Jones has developed a faithful following online as she writes about her finds. She says it began because of a common conversation that always started, "Hey Michelle," to be followed by a question like, "Where's a good place in town for dinner?" So right now we're saying, "Hey Michelle, what should we do this weekend?" And she came up with "Put a little South in your mouth."
Yes.
Where are we?
We are at Libby's Southern Comfort in Covington.
How'd you find this place, Michelle?
I kept seeing it pop up on social media, and I came by and immediately was enamored by it. It's an adorable place.
Yeah.
It reminded me of traveling in Charleston, kind of the down south restaurants.
It really does have that feel.
Yes, and then I ate here a few times, and I love it even more and more.
This is our Charlie Brown.
That's the finished Charlie Brown.
We have ham, turkey, bacon, tomatoes. We have a cheese sauce. Chop a little bit of paprika. Ready to go.
There's kind of an homage to Tri-State, even with these.
Yes, the Geta hush puppies. So, you know, Cincinnati and Kentucky, we love our Geta here.
Yeah.
So they have incorporated it in these hush puppies, which is pretty good.
One thing I love about your blog is you find little details about places, and you found a few here.
I did, yeah.
The paw prints on the floor.
Yes,
What's that about?
Well, they found them in the floor, literally in the cement. But ironically, their logo is their family dog. So it was just interesting that these paw prints were here, as if their dog, you know, traipsed through the restaurant. I love to support the locals, and this is just a local guy who grew up in the area, working for his dad in his restaurants, and has now started his own.
And I think now's the perfect time to meet him. So welcome, Brad. Who's Libby?
Libby's my daughter. She loves our black Labrador. I mean, sleeps on the floor with him. She's always got her hands on him. So we came up with the logo with Libby and our black lab.
So what inspired your recipes?
Well, I've always been in the restaurant business, whether it was in Northern Kentucky or in Lexington. And obviously my dad has created a huge business and sells a lot of fried chicken, wins many awards for it. So, and I always ate his fried chicken. My brother would always say, how can you eat fried chicken every night? And I was like, well,
I could. I could too.
I said, I love it. And even when I worked in the kitchen, I would cook it all night long, and then I would take fried chicken home to eat. But I knew I was going to do fried chicken.
All right, well, let's talk about this creation.
The cheer wine is a drink, Carolina soda made with pure cane sugar. Actually, a friend of ours, a dear friend, suggested that we do a cheer wine bourbon slush. And she put that out there on social media on something, and I deleted it really fast, and I said, I got to keep that one in my hip pocket. But when we started making it, people just went absolutely crazy over it.
Okay, so that's decadently good. Thank you, guys. If you want to put a little South in your mouth, all you have to do is check out Hey Michelle's blog and look up Libby's Southern Comfort. And a little post note here, 9 on Your Side photographer Scott Wagner certainly enjoyed shooting this story. His personal favorite, the crispy chicken skin with hot honey. He actually chuckled when he ate it. Couple things, Libby's has a Sunday brunch now, and since the restaurant is named after daughter Libby, menu items are named after the boys in the family. Ask about that when you go.